I'm heading to my boy graduation, and I was just listening on YouTube, man, and some crazy stuff. So this is one of my crazy car rants. Let me rant. Check this out, man. Despite what modern media would have y'all think, women have always worked, bro. Let's take it back to the ancient times, all the way to the ancient times, right? We had hunter-gatherers. So in this primitive society, the men went and hunted and gathered. So if I'm out hunting, now with that being said, we may be nocturnal creatures in that moment, because how I understand it from my career and what we do, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people, yeah, you get got at night, right? Because everybody's resting, you're sleeping, you're tired. So if you want to go out and hunt, you got to hunt at night. Us being humans, we can't see that well at night. You can probably hear better, there's less going on, whatnot like that. But if we hunting, while we out doing all those things, getting our gear ready, you know, coming up with our strategy, going out to hunt the beast, who is at home taking care of the house, making sure my hut or my cave or the mountain or whatever stay warm and don't, you know what I'm saying, don't get ambushed, and you know what I'm saying, getting the water and getting all these other things for when it's time for the man to come home? Who was doing that? Y'all take a guess. All right, you see what I'm saying? If we fast forward, you know what I'm saying, earlier to where we can remember history a lot. Think about the American Revolution. Think about medieval times. A lot of times it was the women doing the homemaking. Even though we don't think of it that way, women were doing a lot of the homemaking, whether that be sewing, knitting. You get what I'm saying? Keeping things ready and good for the man to come home back from where he was doing all these things, risking his life that she didn't have to come home to something, to have something to come home to. Somebody had to do that while he was out all day. You see what I'm saying? Somebody had to nurse the babies. Somebody had to take care of them. Somebody had to show the younger women what to do in order to keep the civilization going, right? Now, let's bring it up through the war times, you know, World War I, World War II, even when NASA started and things like that. Even when it comes to computer coding and things like that, man, who a lot of the times were the women behind these things? Y'all know it's a movie out there, right, about a group of women who actually worked for NASA, who came up with the formula for them to get the rockets up and going, or whatever that was. Y'all know that do exist, right? You see what I'm saying? Like the cowboys, somebody had to help them sew and knit and help all these things with their clothes. Somebody had to do all these things, man. And who do y'all think it was? Y'all get what I'm saying? Do you get where I'm going? I don't know where in the world we got this women never work thing. It's tribes of women all the time who go out, you know, maybe they have to breastfeed a certain time of the day, but they carrying big things of water on their head, walking to go get the water. Somebody got to clean it. Somebody got to do the laundry. Even, listen, the richest person I ever met in my life, like face to face, like legit met this person, man, came down to the conference in a helicopter. And then when he got out the helicopter, he got in a Ferrari and drove to the front of the arena. This man stood up here and said, I remember I was so broke, in the wintertime my toilet froze over, right? So he started a business. He had an idea. He got approached by somebody with a great endeavor, and he took it. And he went out and he found the customers and he found the people, and his wife did the books. A lot of the times behind the scenes, y'all might not see what's going on. That's what happened. Even when I started my first business, right? I started insurance, okay? And in this business, my girl at the time, she went out because she was extremely, I don't know, for some reason, everybody loved her. So she went out and she got all the customers and she brought them back to me, and I did the meetings, I did the paperwork, and yeah, I brought the bread home. in that aspect. So I don't know where we get this women never work thing from, man. Go, like, that's how you know, like, this is why education is failing in America. Y'all don't read, y'all don't research, y'all don't do no type of thinking. The critical thinking in America is at an all-time low. There has never been a time in history where women didn't work. I need y'all to go and research that. Look up every era. Medieval, freaking American Revolution, ancient, modern times, wartime, peacetime. Look at every decade, look at every generation. I don't know where y'all get this women didn't work. Traditionally, women didn't work. I don't know where y'all get that from. Now, I would say modern times have revolutionized the type of work women have done, because back then it was manual, it was physical labor. Yeah, it wasn't no machine where you just slide the clothes up under and they sew it for you. They had to get down there and really, yeah, with their hands, man. Yeah, churning butter. You know, making certain foods. They had to, like the Amish do, they had to really go out here. Y'all ever seen what how they used to do laundry back in the days with the little washboards? You got to go down there, you got to really scrub it. Yeah. They had one of them things. We took a field trip and seen that when I was young back in Alabama, bro. It looked ancient to me. I ain't lying. And I was like, dang, the women used to have to, I'm talking about back-breaking work that most women make it through the day. They used to have to do manual labor. Now everybody's sitting in the office in an air-conditioned building, don't go to the gym complaining. Where y'all get this idea from that women didn't work? Where? Please tell me where. Because I studied history extensively in college. Political science, psychology, all of that. I studied it extensively in college. I never in my life seen a time where women just sat around and did nothing. Not the daughters, not the wives, certainly not the mothers. I didn't see not one time in history where women just did nothing. Women, I would say, have been extremely, extremely essential to every single civilization rising up and continuing forward. Not because of childbirth, because they are a staple in the communities, in the village, in the city, in the country, the nation, the continent, whatever it is. But we have got so far from the plot, like we've lost the plot, bro. Like, for real, man. Like, the uneducation in America is killing me. The lack of research, the lack of critical thinking is killing me right now, because there has never been a time where women didn't work, bro. And if y'all find that time, please get your sources and I'll bring mine, and we can meet up and we can link up and we can talk about this, because I ain't seen it. But yeah, man, I'm done ranting. Y'all have a good day. Hit that like button. I'm out.